Hey guys, I'm Ori Day, and in this video we're gonna take a look at some things that you might not have noticed in Resident Evil 1. This video is going to include all ports of the original 1996 game as well as the remake. So with all that said, let's get right into it. Number 1. Infinite Magnum Ammo. In the advanced mode of the director's cut version of the game, there is a glitch that allows the player to harvest infinite Magnum ammo. This is done by inserting the red jewel into the tiger statue and taking only 2 of the 3 bundles of Magnum ammo it presents to you. When you exit the room and go back in, you will always find an extra bundle that apparently materializes out of thin air. As long as you don't get too greedy and always leave 1 bundle behind, you can continue harvesting Magnum ammo indefinitely. Number 2. Kenneth's legs. In all ports of the original version of Resident Evil 1, if you trigger this cutscene in which the zombie barges into the dining hall without sending Jill to investigate first, and then go check on Kenneth's body, you will find that his legs are missing. Apparently not interrupting the zombie gave it enough time to lick the carpet clean of Kenneth's lower half, including the 2 clips that we would otherwise find in his pockets, and it was still hungry for a Jill sandwich. Number 3. Evidence in the STARS office. Okay, so this one is from Resident Evil 2 and 3, but it's still related to Resident Evil 1, which is good enough for me. The gold emblem and red book from the mansion can be found in a box at the STARS office in both Resident Evil 2 and 3. These were probably brought back from the mansion as evidence by the surviving STARS members who managed to hang on to them somehow. Number 4. Ink ribbon guts. In the remake, examining an ink ribbon at the right angle will cause it to dismantle itself, thus showing you what it looks like on the inside. Number 5. Confirmed Crimson Head. This particular dead zombie is known to awaken as a Crimson Head when you pass by it after getting the dummy armor key. If you think you could avoid its awakening by torching it early on, you're in for a surprise because that triggers it to wake up anyway. Alternatively, there is this dead zombie by the stairs near the medical supplies save room that never turns into a Crimson Head and basically just disappears when you return back to the mansion in the second half of the game. It's basically just there to spook you into wasting kerosene on it. Number 6. Trevor's Diary. One of Trevor's diary entries is dated November 31st, 1967. November only has 30 days. To be fair, I can barely remember which months are supposed to have 31 days on a good day. Trevor hadn't eaten in days and was obviously under a lot of stress at the time, so it's very understandable. Number 7. Evidence of attempted assassination. In the remake, if you come back to examine the bookshelf after surviving the fight with Plant 42, you will find that one of the books is missing, thus locking the secret entrance, likely Wesker's doing to ensure that you don't nope out of the fight. Number 8. MO Disc. The MO Disc readers in the GameCube and the Nintendo Wii version of the game are meant to resemble the GameCube console. They switch out the design for a more generic-looking black box in the remaster. Number 9. Chris's Blood. The DS port of Resident Evil 1 called Deadly Silence added several new features to the game, one of those features being the option to choose the color of blood the enemies bleed. As a result, we find out that Barry could possibly be colorblind.
Hope this is not Chris's blood.
I did consider the fact that it might just be an alternate universe where red blood cells are switched out with chlorophyll for everyone, including humans, but this scene with Forrest lying in a pool of his own very red-colored blood completely negates that theory. Number 10. Ballistics. Also a new feature in Deadly Silence is an upgrade on Jill's ballistics. Though now that I think about it, this would be a very noticeable thing to notice. You can also poke her in the rear end and she will react to it. The same goes for Chris too. And there is an additional area where Chris can be poked, which is in the head, though it doesn't seem to work on Jill for some reason. Number 11. Voice acting. So it's no secret that the original Resident Evil 1 had terrible voice acting, which in my opinion kinda added to the charm of the game.
But just take a look at this. It's Forrest. Oh my god.
Now you might think that the voice acting couldn't possibly get any worse than what it was in the first place, but Deadly Silence somehow manages to do just that with Richard's lines exclusively.
Jill, this house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch! It was a huge snake and also poisonous. There is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me. Jill, here's my radio. You should keep it.
Number 12. Double the ammo. In the director's cut version of the game, if you highlight the advanced option in the title screen then hold the right directional button for a couple of seconds, you will find that it turns green. This gives you double the quantity of all ammo and increments that you can pick up in the game, and the same goes for Deadly Silence on the DS too. It works on both the Classic and Rebirth mode. Number 13. Additional enemies. In the Sega Saturn port of Resident Evil, the hunters in the cave are replaced by their insectile counterpart called ticks. These guys are basically just reskinned hunters with an additional move in their kill set, which involves decapitating you at close range. There is also a second tyrant that spawns after defeating the first one in the culture tank room. This is exclusive to Chris's scenario only and shows up when attempting to unlock the door after defeating the first tyrant. Also in the Sega Saturn port, there is an exclusive minigame called the Battle Game which features a zombified version of Wesker, as well as a gold tyrant as the final boss, both having much higher HPs than their normal counterparts. But this I think is a fairly well-known fact. I just wanted to add it in anyway. So that's all I have for this video. If you made it this far, maybe you'd like to check out some of these other videos. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll hopefully see you in the next one.